title of this podcast is Katy Perry's new album, PRISM, which comes out October 22nd, 2013. Gaga's new album, ArtPop, which is out 11/11/13. And Secrets of the Universe. And the biggest secret is that light is a lie designed to manipulate your essence. This is Karis Alexander with Deep Tube Media. I want to mention quite quickly that this is the most definitive blog post or podcast that I have done, and in the description is the blog post. You can read at your leisure. You know, we have been manipulated into believing we're merely our physical and emotional, spiritual body, responding to the stimulus of this third dimensional realm. However, everything within this third dimensional space is divided light, and light is energy. Now, divided light creates a rainbow. Everything physical is formed from this rainbow in some form or another. That is, everything from the tiniest subatomic particle to the galaxies above is made of bits of the rainbow. Now, this rainbow canopy of light that surrounds your true essence has seduced you into accepting the illusion of the physical world as the real thing. This is what seduces humanity in believing that the physical world is the real thing. Now, what is awareness? You are awareness. Therefore, as awareness, you are present. When the moment presents itself as nothing, you exist within the dark abyss. Awareness knows just what to do only in the moment. And this is only in reference to the third dimensional life experience. Awareness, that is awareness that you are, never knows what to do before the moment arrives. Because awareness doesn't recognize time or space. Awareness, the awareness that you are, is always in the moment. Because there's only one moment in the original awareness state. Therefore, awareness is never able to be manipulated because it has no preconceived idea of what is right or wrong, good or bad, past or future. It is the moment that awareness decides what needs to be done. In the third dimensional scheme of things, moment by moment for awareness is always now. Now, the power control force wants us to be divided, one against the other. The power control force agenda is to get you to choose a side. It doesn't matter what side you choose. Just prejudge and predetermine that something is right or that something is wrong. Because in this fashion, all of humanity can be manipulated to jump through the hoops of deception, fully convinced that indeed we are human, and indeed that everything that we're experiencing is real. I want to give you some examples of some current events that are transpiring on the physical world stage the power control force uses to manipulate humanity in terms of the third dimensional reality, using the rainbow or light for that matter. Lady Gaga will release a new album and single on 11/11/2013. The album is called ArtPop. And in my blog post, there's a cover for her album called Applause, which is the title of her feature single, with all the colors of the rainbow painted on her face. Katy Perry's record that is coming out on October 22nd, 2013, called PRISM. In my blog post, I show a picture of a freight container with the title of the album, PRISM, and the release date in the picture. Now, her latest single, which is #1 on the pop charts, is called Roar. Now, I just want to share with you the Subliminal here. Katy Perry's top #1 chart single right now is called Roar. And we also have the Subliminal here, John Kerry, who's been in the media quite a bit, talking about the war in Syria. Katy Perry and her new single, Roar, is #1, and John Kerry is in the news quite frequently talking about war. Roar sounds like war. Katy Perry's single Roar sounds like war. Katy Perry's last name sounds like John Kerry's last name. It's just a subliminal message or suggestion. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I just want you to see the play on words here. So, also this album that's being released, Katy Perry's album PRISM, is being released 1 month before the 50th anniversary of JFK assassination, which will be the 22nd of November 2013. Also know that 22 is the number of letters in the Hebrew alphabet, and Prince George was born on July 22nd, 2013. So 22 is a very important number to the power control force, as we can see through the examples I'm sharing with you. All energy is divided light and is visible in the form of atoms. Some will argue that all energy is visible. However, all energy is visible. Or I should correct myself in saying, some will argue that not all energy is visible. However, all energy is visible, regardless of the frequency. When a proper visual or frequency recorder is utilized, in many instances, different segments of society are able to see things with the naked eye that others are unable to witness. When the awareness that you are is seduced by a lying thought form, you as awareness will focus on the form, stepping out of the moment and into this construct we call time and space. So you're manipulated by thought. That's how you're seduced into believing that everything third dimensional is real. And when you as awareness focuses on the thought form, you step out of the moment as awareness and into the construct we call time and space. Hence, you become seduced or hypnotized by the third dimensional realm. Now, energy is simply thought that blocks out the awareness that you are. And awareness is truly the absence of any and all things energy. You are beyond energy. You see, it is the energy thought form, the atom, that is the seducer. Again, energy and thought form, which is the atom, is a seducer, which just causes you to believe in the third dimensional realm, disconnecting you from the awareness that you are. You are beyond all energy and all thought forms. Energy is the seducer. Thought forms and atoms are the seducer, created by the universal architects in order to seduce the awareness that you are into believing everything third dimensional is real. So let's think of ourselves as an electrical machine of some sort. And to cause us to function, we need to plug a power cord into an electrical outlet. Flip a switch, and we fulfill our duty. In the same way, our senses of sight and sound are the power cord that we plug into the manipulator's system of numbers and language. The numbers and language, the alphabet, 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, have shape, color, and sound attached to them. These shapes, colors, and sounds are the switch that turns us on. The other senses of taste, touch, and smell support the illusion manifested through the senses of sight and sound. Now, divided light the rainbow, the atom, the physical third-dimensional space, is all a lie. It's a deception, an illusion. Our original awareness state has no thought, and therefore no energy. We exist as unique awareness, simply all-knowing and all-wise as awareness. As awareness, we have no mind. We have no thought. And we have no thought process to contend with. These are all concepts and illusions to divert our attention from our essence as awareness. Our original state, or your original state, is awareness and has no three-dimensional form, no color, no sound, or shape to contend with whatsoever. And this is the ultimate truth. All color, the three primary, that is, all shape forms, the three simple forms used to build any shape, a line, an angle, and curve, and all sound, three simple parts, volume, tone, and rhythm, are all found within the structure of a beam of light. Even the DNA tape running within our physical being has a built-in alphabet-based language system. Systems based on these structures, or symbolic color, shape, form, and sound, have given way to producing numbers and language derived from the physical structure within a beam of light. Even though sound is extremely slower frequency than light, the two are inseparable. They are welded together by a thought. A thought traps sound within a light illusion. Thought travels faster than light and is able to contain and merge the slow frequency of sound within the faster light frequency. Every third-dimensional object has sound locked within its structure. The recording industry deals with this very concept. However, a simple test that demonstrates how sound is locked within light energy particles is to burn a log and listen to the fire roar. Interesting. Katy Perry's #1 single is called Roar. Even with the absence of water in a substance, there will be a searing sound. However faint, sound is present. Now, the universal architects who created this artificial reality created God, and the universal lie started with the narrative from Genesis 1:3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And so here's another example of the universal light or lie. See how lie is already in the word light? So the universal light lie is being projected through the manipulation of light in the rainbow on the physical world stage today through this PRISM Candlestein mass electronic surveillance data mining program known to have been operated by the United States National Security Agency. PRISM is a government code name for data collection efforts. The PRISM program is designed to collect internet communications based on demands made to internet companies such as Google. The NSA can use a PRISM request to target communications that were encrypted when they traveled across the internet backbone to focus on stored data and telecommunications filtering systems discarded earlier and get data that is easier to handle, among other things. Now, this came up quite a bit in the past couple of months with Edward Snowden and the United States releasing through the media information that the U.S. have been spied on for a number of years and their data is being mined, and people's emails and telephone conversations have been being monitored for quite some time now. So we can see the connections here with PRISM and how it's being shown in the PRISM. This PRISM program, the surveillance program, is now tied into the music industry with Katy Perry's new album PRISM and Lady Gaga's Rainbow Coalition which is showing up in her ArtPop applause or application laws. Again, again, just to play on words, but how the music industry is being used to, on a subliminal level, manipulate the masses into accepting this PRISM program of surveillance. Remember, the power control force wants complete control of your essence as awareness. And I also have a picture of an image that Lady Gaga released of herself nude in relation to ArtPop, her new album, sitting on a colorful motherboard as an artful reference to the PRISM program. Again, it's just a subliminal message as to how the power control force are attempting to gain complete control of your essence as awareness. Now, thoughts are always lies. Thoughts are words. Words are sounds when communicating the thought. We know when we have a thought or word implanted in our mind because sound vibrates. Sounds vibrate. Vibration is energy. Energy glows, and glowing is light. Thoughts are therefore light, and light is an illusion, able to be manipulated by the simplest of thoughts. In other words, since everything third dimensional is simply a thought, then changing that thought through subliminal messaging will create a new third dimensional illusory world for anyone receiving the new implanted thought forms, which is how our reality is changed and altered through the media. Every world system functioning today is based on manipulated light. Since humanity is not, or the essence of who you are as awareness is not light energy, we must understand we are only being manipulated by the manifest appearance of light energy. Our physical bodies are actually hypnotic suggestions that make us believe they are in fact actually real, but in all honesty, they are not real at all. Now, the manipulation tactics used to deceive humanity includes a number of language systems that enable the establishment of religious, esoteric, and scientific thought used to dupe all of us. Or put another way, the religious, esoteric, scientific thought patterns of the world are satanic, knowledge-based, illusion-inducing concepts that disconnect us from reality as awareness. It makes no difference what old-time religion, New Age secret, or Ivy League indoctrination you deem to be true. These intellectual systems are based on the flawed number and language system. In other words, everyone is wrong in their precepts. There is no truth, absolutely no truth in this third dimensional realm. And I mean no truth. And this is a deeper truth of what we need to come to know. We can only come to know this deeper truth as awareness. Because unless we come to know the deeper truth that everything we experience on this physical third dimensional realm is a lie. I mean everything, creation and the destruction, is all an utter lie. That unless we come to know that and stand naked as awareness, experiencing the truth of who we are, we will never know the truth of this. And we will continuously be consumed by the insanity that keeps intensifying on this physical plane. So in closing, the universal light or lie, and this is the truth, because as awareness, you exist within the darkness. Light is the deception and seduces your essence into believing that everything third dimensional is real. Light is in fact evil. Darkness is not evil. The darkness which is perpetrated as evil on this physical plane is just a massive subliminal used to deceive and manipulate your essence as awareness. And so for those of you light workers, light bearers, light bringers, you are being played, and your essence is being used to support the light, which is the lie. Or in essence, the light that you are shining on this physical plane in support of the evolution of human consciousness is really the light or the lie. The power control force is using you to manipulate their light or lie that keeps the illusion of this physical realm alive. So I'm going to leave you with that. You know, someone said to me earlier this week, you know, when you explain these concepts or these ideas around the physical world and the fact that, you know, the deeper truths of what's going on, and I'm just sharing a perspective, she says, you know, it's easy to hear what it is that you're saying. And I said, well, it's easier to hear what I'm saying because there's no charge. There's no energetic charge about what it is that I'm saying. I'm saying things from a place of complete love and reverence for truth, the truth of the situation in which we find ourselves in. And when we come to our own self-realization or self-awareness, it's part of our individual unfoldment, we are also to learn about the objective reality of the physical world that we live in, this subliminal matrix, this simulation that we exist within, this universe that's been created by, yes, some architects or those that call themselves God. They created both aspects, the wonderful, beautiful, creative aspect of this physical world, and they also created the destructive aspect of it. And to come to know the truth of all of this and remove any charge such as anger, hatred, or jealousy, all those negative discharge that can consume one who is not able to discern or to assimilate the amount of negativity that is consuming the majority of humanity on this physical world plane. If we do not learn how to discharge or dissipate that energy, the negativity, then we will continuously allow ourselves to be manipulated and consumed by everything that happens on this physical world plane. So coming to your own self-realization, your self-awareness, coming to understand the objective awareness and dissolving any residual resentment or anger or energy and holding that place of detachment as things continue to ensue, or the narratives and the stories continue to ensue on this earth plane, is so critical. You know, to be able to hold that place of detachment and be able to see things and pierce the veil and see things as they are, knowing every step of the way that you are reclaiming your right as a sovereign being, that you have a right to transcend all of this narrative, these stories, these scripts that are playing out on the physical world stage. It is your right to transcend all of it and to rise above it and to create a world in which you want, not a world in which it's being spoon-fed to you. And you're able to hold that place of detachment, hold that place of reverence for yourself as a sovereign being, and use the mind that has been given to you. Use the thought and the thought process to create a world in which you want and not allow yourself to be manipulated. This is the power you wield. This is the opportunity for you that awaits you, that awaits each and every one of us. So I leave that with you, some food for thought. I encourage you to embrace and embody your own unfoldment. This is a very raw, palpable, powerful time for each and every one of us to reclaim our divinity, reclaim our knowing as awareness, and live the life in which we want to be living. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to join me on Facebook, my name is Kerrace, Kerrace Alexander. You can find me there. I do post there. Thank you so much for leaving your comments and questions, and I really am enjoying the new dialogue that's happening on my blog. That's always encouraging to know that you're finding it easier and easier to understand and to read what it is that I share here. Again, it's just a perspective. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.